I just heard the news. Talk about the rich getting richer. If ever there was an upgrade, it's JaVale McGee to Boogie Cousins. It's absolutely, positively unbelievable. Boogie Cousins is on the Golden State Warriors. Why even bother playing next season?
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft. What's going on, basketball fans? OG the Beast here, and that bit of information that Stephen A. Smith relayed, man, this NBA is getting kind of crazy in this offseason, right? So I've had time to actually sit and think about it, because my initial reaction was a little bit crazy, but after letting all the smoke clear, I finally come to the realization about something. The whole Demarcus Cousins issue may not be actually as bad as people think, or maybe it really is, but are y'all looking at it from Demarcus Cousins' perspective? Or as an NBA fan? See, Demarcus Cousins is one of the best players in the NBA. Probably top 10 if you ask most fans. But according to most, he just broke the NBA by signing a 1-year, $5.3 million deal with the Golden State Warriors. Wow. I mean, I logged on to YouTube and all I saw was videos posted about how he ruined the league and how the NBA is trash and how people won't watch the next season, blah, 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 blah. The whole nine. This really happened about a week ago, and my initial reactions, like I stated earlier, were pretty similar at first. What the hell? This is wild. This shouldn't happen. He ruined the league, etc. This was most people's reactions when they first heard the news. But I've actually had some time to sit back and assess the situation and see things from a different perspective, from Demarcus Cousins' perspective. Hear me out, y'all. Golden State is probably the only team in the entire NBA that don't need Boogie Cousins, right? I mean, they're back-to-back champions in pretty much convincing fashion. Let's be honest here. Even with the acquisition of LeBron to the Lakers, did anyone actually see them beating the Warriors realistically? Probably not. So if you think about it, anything more than what they already have should be considered overkill at this point. The Warriors I'm talking about. The issue is people have gotten used to the Warriors having an unbeatable team. Now they add Cousins and that makes them what? Still unbeatable, right? That's just a thought. Now I know you can actually bring up the vulnerability in games 6 and 7 last year against Houston, how they were up against the ropes. Injuries played a big part to that, and a lot of people feel like the Rockets could have beat them. I'm one of them, but still. It didn't happen at the end of the day. That's why I dropped the video about them being the luckiest team in the NBA. It should be at the top of your screen right now. Check that out. But anyway, back to Boogie Cousins. Cousins actually stated that no team gave him any offers. I don't believe that, and neither should y'all. Especially when it's reported that the Pelicans did offer him a 2-year, $40 million deal before the offseason and he turned it down. Now, I believe what he means is he didn't get the offer he felt he deserved. We all know that Cousins is a max player in this league, but with him suffering from a ruptured Achilles, it raised a lot of doubts throughout the league. It's extremely rare to come back to basketball as the same player you were prior to this injury. This is the worst injury to sustain as a basketball player. It's like a neck or a spinal injury for a football player. A lot of them don't even dribble a basketball ever again professionally. Dominique Wilkins may be the only exception who defied the odds and returned to rare form after this injury. Now, as far as Boogie Cousins with the Warriors, what if it's just a rental? Y'all ever thought about that? What if he doesn't want to stay with this team? Look at it from this perspective. No one offered him what he wanted according to Cousins, right? So he would have to take some sort of a pay cut the following season anyways. He's a max player. Joining the Warriors puts no added pressure on his shoulders. They don't need him. So now he can take his time recovering from his injury. When he finally returns in January or February, by then he should be familiar with what they got going on offensively and should be fairly productive. 20 and 10 type productive. By the end of the season, he should be a champion whom contributed to a championship while averaging 20 and 10, thus proving that he could still play at a high level even after the injury. Now he enters the following offseason with the injury behind him while being part of a championship culture. I'm sure the max contracts will be falling from the sky at this point from every team in the league. Hell, maybe even the Lakers. So in essence, this move is more a favor for a favor than an attempt to actually join the dynasty in Golden State. I hear people saying, but why the Warriors though? He took a cheap deal to sign with an already super team. Well, let's be honest again. If he was gonna take a pay cut this year anyway, why not win a ring in the process? I mean, you could call it what you want. I call it smart. Like I said before, most people had the Warriors penciled in for another championship even after LeBron's situation. So now they just solidified it by adding Demarcus Cousins, who's probably gonna miss more than half of the season. But like I said, this was the smartest way for him to recover from the most serious injury a basketball player can endure, while not being rushed or forced to be the man when he returns. That's key. He does not have to be rushed. The team is not gonna have lack of success without him, so he's probably gonna be forgot about. They gonna still be rolling cause ain't nothing changed but the weather. Hell, it's even reports that the Warriors may want him to come off the bench. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's exactly how good they are. Cause they could probably afford to do something like have a top 5 player come off the bench and still be highly successful. So no, Demarcus Cousins didn't ruin the NBA because the Warriors would still be the overwhelming favorites even without him. He ain't gonna resign with them boys next year, y'all. They can't afford him. Calm down. But let me know y'all opinion of my assessment in the comments below. What's y'all view on Boogie going to the Warriors? And let me know, now that LeBron James is a Laker, who the best player in the Eastern Conference is. By y'all answering these questions, that's gonna let me know you watched the whole video, y'all. Sorry for no face cam, ain't really feeling it this week. But anyway, as we all know, it's been a doozy. Thanks for watching, and as always, OG out.